So we're gonna go ahead and put the loader on. If you guys have never seen this before, you may sometimes have to
when we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is day 2 of building our road. We had about 3 inches of rain over the last 2 days, so I can tell you already what we done is working because the water has drained exactly where we want it to. We don't have any washouts, and the road is considerably drier considering that, you know, just 2 days ago we had 3 inches of rain. I'm pretty pleased. So what we got to do today is put in another culvert and finish the road to the sawmill so that we can get to work. So we've got the compactor rented for a week, and unfortunately when we started the process it showed we were going to have 7 days of really great weather, and then after we rented it, like the next couple of days later, Tennessee weather struck, and then we've got 3 inches of rain in the middle of all this. So we have today to get this road finished, and then we have to bring this back in the morning or pay an additional fee. So it's been sitting here for 2 days for nothing, but hey, we get it done. I think we got it. All right, so we've got the road packed down a little bit more. We're going to start bringing in a little bit more gravel, put the culvert in, and guys, I hope we can wrap this up today. It's really kind of cold. It's amazing that just 4 days ago it was 75, almost 80 degrees, and then today the high is going to be like 46. So big difference, big difference. Look, Tennessee weather, just normal Tennessee weather. We need video, and not Kanye wants to run the tractor and not do her job. Your job is to film. This is Tony's tractor adventure. Huh? This is Tony's tractor adventure. It's my birthday too. I'm gonna straighten that blade out a little bit. I gotta put the loader on. So we're gonna go ahead and put the loader on. If you guys have never seen this before, this is probably going to be the most difficult one because it's on dirt, and normally if you put it on like level ground it's really easy. I don't think it's going to be bad here. Looks like it's set up pretty good, but it did rain and you can see the bottom legs have kind of melted into the ground. It's really important to come into it straight. Make sure your little cradles line up. Once you do this a few times, it's not very intimidating at all. All right, we're pretty much there. So what you got to do next is go ahead and turn your engine off, and then you're going to move your loader controls around to release the pressure. And I have a third function valve, so I'm going to turn the ignition to the on position to energize the third function valve. And I'm going to push the 2 buttons here, which will again release any built up pressure in the hoses on the tractor. So once you do that, you're ready to hook the hoses up and then use the loader's hydraulic cylinders to set it up on the tractor. All right, so this is my hoses for the loader. I just throw them over the edge here. So I've got 2 that they're color coded, so it's kind of hard to mess it up. However, you do have 2 white ones and 2 yellow ones. This is third function, and so this is the outside for third function. And then, so I just separate those, that way I can't really mess it up. These 4 are the loader controls, which are standard. And you got a little color-coded thing here too. All right, so yellows first. If you guys are not familiar with southern yellow, is this color. Yaller. That's yaller. I mean, some of you northern people may not know what that is. That's yaller. I get so many people make fun of my southern vernacular. All right, so green is the last one on the back side. Yeah, there's no such thing as waspers now. That's only in your vocabulary. All right, so there's our loader. Controls are hooked up for the actual loader itself. And now we'll put the third function hoses on, and I didn't even color code these, so I don't even know which one goes where. And it doesn't really matter because you can reverse them. All right, we're good to go. Now let's see if we can set this thing back onto the tractor without being too much difficult. Now, a beautiful thing about the T25 is that this is they do a lot of work, but the loader, you can still kind of, as I want to say, you can manhandle it around a little bit, like you can wiggle it back and forth a little bit by hand. Whereas when you get into some like the 80, 90 horsepower tractors, there ain't nothing you got. You know, you're gonna have to make it right. So all I'm gonna do is tilt that front cylinder up, tilt the bucket back. A little too close. And just like that, I set it in the cradle. Now I gotta do is put the pins in. I'll come around to this side so you can see. Now you may sometimes have to just wiggle it around. See how I would just wiggle it just a little bit and the pin fell right through. So. That one just fell right through. Most times they just fall right through because it's a little bit of an angle. All right. So next thing I'm gonna do is raise this loader all the way up and put my legs away. This whole process is, if I wasn't videoing this process, it would probably take about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. All right, now it's time to move some gravel. You gotta be aware too that this gravel, like I just picked this gravel up, it is wet. It has rained over 3 inches in the last couple of days, and so the gravel weighs a lot more now than it did just a couple of days ago, just because it's saturated with water. So I want it to, so we're going to come out around and shoot that way. So, we definitely got to go at an angle, but I got to get this in the right place. Think about right there. All right, so I got Big Red here, and I'm going to switch out the grapple for the bucket. Big Red can obviously carry a lot more gravel in a bucket load than little Rufus can, but the reason I switched over is because I've run out of hours on little Rufus. He's 50 hours, like 50.5 hours, so I've got to get the oil changed and get that first 50-hour service done. That first service is very, very important to me. I don't like going over. I see people sometimes they'll do 100 hours before they do their first oil change. I want to go through my entire system and put like premium oils in it, and you know, I want to do it so I know what's going on there. So let's get the bucket put on this and get the grapple switched off and get this cover done. Gotta get it done. All right, so we've got the grapple set down. This is a precision manufacturing grapple. I like it. It's I think they call it the mini rake, and it's really it's got a little stand where you can set it up straight and like put it in your shop on concrete. But out in the field, I find it just easier just to flip it over like this, and then pull your handles and just drive away with it. Just leave it setting on itself like it is here. Seems to be the much easier thing to do. I'm gonna tilt that up, kind of pick it up just a little bit, and then roll forward, and then I'm clear. Kind of abused the Big Red here. Done a lot of work out here at the sawmill, just with grease, and greased it, kept the oils up, but it needs a bath, get cleaned up. Probably need to pull the bucket in and pressure wash the bucket at some point, and then paint it.
Smelling.
Crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
this video up, we have a road. Guys, we have a road. We have been needing this road for 2 years. Every time that it would get mucky wet, I couldn't get the truck back here because it would get stuck, and Tanya's had to pull me out a couple of times already. But we actually have a road now. We had a really significant rainstorm, like I told you at the beginning of the video, and we can already tell that the road's going to handle the water well and sheet the water away and not wash the road away. So we have a culvert here and we have a culvert there. We're directing the water down this hill, going this way, and then at this area we're directing the water down this way, down this hill. So we're constantly, as we go down the hill, we're shifting the water left and right to the either side of the hill, because this is basically a little ridge running to the bottom of the hill. I'm excited. Guys, I really wish you would subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. We're really trying to grow. Listen, thank you for watching. God bless and have a great day.